Hello all of you, welcome to the second class for account current. Last class I have given you the base. Account current is exactly how you prepare T format ledger. Whether I am buying from you 4 times or I am selling you. So for purchase and sale, we prepare this. Okay, that is the T format account. Now, why do we call it account current? It's a running account. 4 times I am purchasing from you, and one or 2 times I'm making you payment, just lump sum 500,000. Now, after 2-3 months, suppose on 31st of August, we decide to settle this account. Then whatever is the due date of purchases, maybe 1 month's credit period time and all is given. From that date to the date of the settlement. Suppose I purchased on 1st of April and 31st August. So for these days, I should pay you interest. On 30 June, I paid you 1,000 rupees, whereas now we are settling on 31st August. You pay me interest. So like that, in the T format account, make 2 extra columns. One for number of days, another for interest, if it is interest method or product method. Did you get it? Now, when you calculate the interest, I have to pay you 80 rupees and I have to collect from you 20 rupees interest. So balance the interest or product account first, and then you come and write it in the main amount column and complete the ledger. It's a beautiful logical method. Calculation of number of days are from the due date till the 31st of August. So leave the due date, take the 31st of August. I hope you are getting. Anyone in the class is having any doubt in days calculation or anything, then ask. If not, let us begin quickly, very quickly. Okay, right. We have just done the first sum, no? Okay. So let us do the problem number 2 also. Then I'll explain you what is red ink interest and how to do it. चलो एक और problem करेंगे. Oh, sorry, 1 minute. Let us read. Harshad Mehta owed 3,000 to CR Bhansali. Harshad Mehta owed. So now you tell me, you have to pay to Harshad Mehta or what? Right. Harshad Mehta paid to CR Bhansali. This definitely comes in exam, account current, and mostly it is product method. Now, following are the transactions that took place. It is agreed that 6% interest is charged. CR Bansali sold the goods purchased. You know, it's mutual purchase sale from that date till the settlement date. They desire to settle their accounts with single payment. Ascertain the amount to be paid. Ignore the days of grace. So don't take the days of grace. That is final. Okay? Now, Harshad Mehta owed means what? Harshad Mehta owed, and in whose books we will prepare? Ascertain the amount to be paid. Okay. Yeah, one bills receivable is prepare the account current of Harshad Mehta in the books of CR Bhansali. So in the books of CR Bhansali, let us prepare. Go to your notebook. This is the one problem I did in last class with both methods. Interest method also and product method also. Right? Chalo, let us continue with this now. This is problem number 2 in your material. 1 second. Do the scaling, start the scaling just like this, make all the columns. We can do by any method, either by interest method or product method. I want to do right now with interest method. Next problem we'll do by product method so that we practice. They'll give clearly. If they don't give clearly, then generally we should do by the product method. Maximum problems in your study material are with the product method. Okay, chalo, let us begin. Have you made the columns for problem number 2? किसकी books में बना रहे? Be careful. In the books of C.R. Bhansali. In the books of C.R. Bhansali. Harshad Mehta. In account current with C.R. Bhansali. Harshad Mehta in account current with C.R. Bhansali. Generally, whenever we prepare the ledgers, it is 3 accounts. That is date, particulars, and amount. But we will prepare 2 extra columns. Date, particulars, amount, number of days, and interest. Date, particulars, amount. A column thoda bada. And these are memorandum columns just to help you calculate. Number of days, interest, date, particulars, amount, number of days, and interest. Done? Chalo, shall we start? First step, mind mapping बनाओ आप साथ में क्योंकि समझ में तो आ गए. First step is draw the tree format. Second step is complete posting the journal entries. Don't touch the number of days and interest. Third step is calculate the number of days. Fourth step is either product or interest. And fifth is the balance. Nice? Chalo. So let us first write Harshad Mehta owes. So Harshad Mehta has to pay. Harshad Mehta owed 3,000 to C.R. Bhansali. So we have to receive from Harshad Mehta on 1st January 21. 1st January 21 to opening balance 3,000 amount. Just do the postings. Next, following transactions took place. On 16th of January, C.R. Bhansali sold the goods. Okay. On 16th of January 21 to sale 2,000. Now, we have sold the goods in the books of C.R. Bhansali. So, C.R. Bhansali has sold. Now, on 26th of January, C.R. Bhansali purchased. So, on 26th of January, by purchase, C.R. Bhansali purchased 1,500 goods. 10th of February, C.R. Bhansali paid cash. Tenth of February, C.R. Bhansali paid cash. So we received cash. 10th of February. No, C.R. Bhansali paid cash. We have paid cash. We are doing it in the books of C.R. Bhansali. So take your time, frame the journal entry correctly. When we pay cash, C.R. Bhansali ki books mein Harshad Mehta debit to cash 1,500. Now, Mr. Mehta accepted a bill drawn on C.R. Bhansali 2,000. Mr. Mehta accepted, okay, he will pay me. So for us Bhansali, what it is? Bills receivable. So bills receivable, it is 13th of March. By bills receivable. Amount is how much? Read the problem. 2000. Because if he has accepted to pay, that means we have drawn the bill on him. All right. Chalo. Next. Anyone is having any doubt? पूछना है, बीच में भी पूछ सकते हैं. Balancing of the ledger is clear. Now let us see on which date it is settled. The transaction is settled on a single payment on, थोड़े lines छोड़ के लिखना है. 15th of March 21. The transaction is settled. By balance. Acha, it is settled in a single payment. So by bank, don't write by balance, carry down, because they said it is settled on 15th March on a single day. Now, after doing this, listen all of you, we should write this as due date. So here date of purchase and sale is due date because there is no credit period. But bill is drawn on 13th of March and it is for 1 month. No grace days are there. So what is the due date for this? 13th of April. Pay attention, I am teaching you something new. 13th of March, we have drawn the bill on Mehta. Mehta accepted. So for us, it is bills receivable. Due date is 13th of April, which is beyond your 15th March date. हाँ, very interesting this is. इसको आराम से अच्छे से पढ़ो, मजा आएगा और एग्जाम में बहुत quickly you'll be able to do it and score marks. Now, all the transactions we are bringing till 15th of March. All right. Then this also we should bring till 15th of March. But because 13th April, I hope you are getting January to March, 10th February to March, 26th, that's fine. But this is 13th April beyond that. So then should it come on the opposite side? Yes. Then that interest is called as red ink interest. Earlier days, listen all of you, earlier days the books were written manually. So you know everything was written with a blue pen. Literally in 1995 हमारे जमाने में when I was doing articleship, ऐसे red color के books होते थे बड़े बड़े, नीचे बैठ के we used to do the audit and do all the ticking for food grain wholesalers, I remember. So I hope you all are getting that all the transactions we are settling 15th March, but 13th April is beyond. So is it a negative figure? One option is we can write in negative here only. Second option is instead of writing negative, can we write it on the opposite side? Yes. Then such interest which is written on the opposite side, because it is settled beyond the due date, earlier days this interest was written in red ink, so that when they do the totals, all blue are to be added, red are to be deducted. That's why this is called as red ink interest. All clear to all of you, right? I'll explain the theory and all very clearly. The voice is there's a problem with the voice. 1 minute. From my side, network is all clear and the volume is full. Check your laptop.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, once re-explain now, ma'am. I did not hear because of the network issue.
Yeah, let us read the para, then I'll come back and explain. Sorry, 1 second. One. Okay. All of you read this, please. Red ink interest का concept. पहले ये पढ़ो. And mark it very important for short note. Dear students, this has 3 problems for practicing thoroughly. Reading interest, short note. What are the cases when average due date is used? And what are the cases when account current is used? Very, very important. Yes. So, the reading interest, in case the due date of the bill falls after the date of the closing, generally no interest is allowed. However, interest from the date of the closing till the due date. I hope you are getting due date to settlement date, due date to settlement date. But this time due date is going beyond the settlement date. That interest or that product is called as reading product or reading interest. This interest is calculated called reading interest, and reading interest is treated as a negative interest. Either you write same side negative or you write opposite side. In actual practice, the product of such bill is written in the ordinary side, ordinary ink only on the opposite side. Okay? I hope you will remember this as a theory. Now I am explaining here. Listen. All right. Now listen. 13th of April is beyond the due date. So all the transactions which are to be settled beyond the due date, either they are written on same side negative or on opposite side. All clear to all of you now? Chalo. Let us calculate the number of days. Pick up your calculator and do number of days from 1st January to 15th March. Taking January. करो साथ में करते हैं. अच्छा, when you have opening balance, you take that date also, 1st January. So 31 days of January and 21 is not a leap year. So 28 days of February and 15 days of March. 74 days. Now, 16th of January to 31st March. Leave 16th. How many days in January? 15. Are you all having calculator or not? Anyone just sitting idle and looking at the screen and waiting कि मैम calculate करेंगे? तो एग्जाम में कौन calculate करेगा? Are you taking 16th January to 15th March? 15 days in your calculator. February के 28 days. March के 31 days. Oh sorry, why 31? 15th March, no. January के 15 days, February के 28 days, March के 15 days. So 58 days in calculator. Now 10th of February, so 28 minus 10. 18 days of February, 15 days of March, 33. Now 26 January, 31 minus 26. Yeah, 5 days. 5 days of January, 28 days of February, and 15 days of March. So 48. 13 minus 13th March. Now this is 13th April. So all of you listen, I am doing a star mark here and writing down here. This is for your understanding. You all also write down. When due date is beyond, when due date is beyond date of settlement, write interest on product on opposite side. Write interest or product on opposite side. When due date is beyond the date of the settlement, 15th March, due date is 13th April. Write interest or product, whatever you are doing, on the opposite side. So now for this, we will write on the opposite side. 13th of April, two bills receivable, red ink interest. You can write like this. Red ink interest. Amount nahi likhna hai. Amount, let it be on the same side. Only the number of days and interest will come here. Reverse. Everyone is clear. You ask me 10 times, I will explain. पहले आप days calculate करो. Now, 15th March to 13th of April. 31 minus 15. How many days of March? 16. And 13 days of April. 29 days it is coming. 29 days it is coming. बोलो, clear है या नहीं? Everyone is clear? Sure. Now, what we will do, this time we are calculating interest, dear student. In case if they give you product, then amount into number of days. Right now, 3000 amount into 74 divided by 365 days and calculate the interest at the rate of 10%. So this is coming to how much? The opening balance is coming to 60.82. Now, 2000 into 10% into 58 divided by 365. 31.78. 1500 into 10% into 33 divided by 365. 13.56. This side. 1500 on the credit side into 10% into 48 divided by 365. 19.73. 2000 into 10% into 29 divided by 365. Write the interest on opposite side. इसको स्टार करना है, एग्जाम में मत करना स्टार. Now to get a link, 2000's interest at the rate of 10% for 29 days. We should write on this side, but we are writing it on the opposite side. I hope you all are getting why we are writing on the opposite side. Because it is beyond the due date, or same side you can write negative. Now always balance the interest or product column first. Karo. 60.82 plus 31.78 plus 13.56, 15.89. 122.05 minus 19.73. One second, now balance and all is correct or no? 74, 58, 30. One second. Check the interest calculations are clear or not to you. Sets the bill drawn on the CR Bhansali. To correct this receivable. One second. 3,000 into 10% into 74 divided by 365. 2,000 into 10% into 58 divided by 365. 1,500 into 10% into 33 divided by 365. 1,500 into 10% into 48. Is this interest coming different? Check once, all of you also. 1,500 into 10% into 48 divided by 365. 19.70. How much you all are getting the total of the interest account? 122.05. Yeah, 102.32. Interest is coming. Interest we have calculated with 10%. Okay. It is given 6%. So instead of changing, no problem. Just make it 10% now. By mistake, I took 10% as interest, whereas given is 6%. But the sum is done correctly. Now, can we add that interest here? Yes. On 15th March, listen all of you. Interest column is tallied for all of you. Now, yeah, change the rate in your book. It's okay. 10% से कर लो. Method is important. हाँ. अभी देखो, I have to receive 122 interest from him, and I have to pay him 19 rupees. Can I just take 102? So write 102.32 on the debit side in the amount column. 102.32 on the debit side in the amount column, not the interest. Interest column is balanced and done. And this is my income. So Harshad Mehta, debit to interest. Harshad Mehta, along with the other balance, you pay me interest also. Okay. Now total the amount column. करो कितना आ रहा है? 3,000 plus 2,000 plus 1,500. 102.32 minus 19.7. 19 क्यों? Sorry. Minus 1,500 minus 2,000. Yes. By bank, we will just receive 3,102.32 and account is settled. 3,1032 and account is settled. 6,602.32. 6,602.32. Done. Check the problem. Ask your doubts, please. Huh? Shall I repeat the mind mapping? Have everyone finished this? So that I want to do some revision. See, draw the columns, date particulars amount, two extra columns, number of days and interest. Now, date particulars amount हो गया, number of days and interest. इसको करो. Now what you are doing is, from after making the ledger, calculate number of days from the due date till date of settlement. But if the due date is beyond the date of the settlement, that balance of interest or product, you will write it on the opposite side. Or some other books are writing the same on the same side negative, means आपको minus करना है. So as you remember, that's fine. And then just balance the interest. Easy or not? These chapters are super scoring. Average due date. Have you finished the homework? I've given you answers. If you're not getting, ask me in the beginning of the class. At the end also, I'm waiting. तो आप पूछो, ठीक है? चलो. Let us do some more problems which have come in the past exam, and now they are full of like reading interest. ठीक है? Product method, account current, ये product method से है, तो ये उसी से करेंगे. चलो. From the following transactions that took place between X and Y during April, one second. Yeah. During the month of April 21. So amount payable by X to Y, receivable, sold, received, सब है. You are required to make account current by product method to be rendered by X to Y as on 30th of April, taking interest at the rate of 10%. So in whose books? X is giving. So in the books of X, Y in account current with X. I hope you all are comfortable writing the names perfectly well. ठीक है? चलो शुरू करो, बनाओ ऐसे ही और एक लेजर. सब प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. We will practice everything. That is your these ledgers with the reading concept. Problem number 3. In whose books, who is giving? We have to prepare in the books of. In the books of X. Y in account current with X. In the books of X. Y in account current with X. Date, particulars, amount, number of days, and next is, this time we will do product. Date, particulars, amount, number of days, and product. Like interest, if it is a reading product, we will write it on the opposite side. शुरू करें. चलो. Now, amount payable by X to Y. X has to pay Y, so this is coming on this side. 1st April. Did you observe one thing while calculating number of days due date? छोड़ देते हैं. But if it is opening balance, you have to take that. I'll read out इसका theory भी. 1st April 21, X has to pay. So write down by opening balance. By opening balance, 10,000. by opening balance 10,000. Now, received acceptance of X to Y for 2 months. Okay. X ने accept किया means for X it is bills payable on 7th of January by bills payable 5,000. Oh, sorry, bills payable, not receivable. We have accepted. So it will come on the debit side. Yeah, it will come on the debit side. Amount कितना है और date क्या है? 7th of April it is. 2. Bills payable, because we have accepted bills payable of 5,000. Now, for 2 months. So what will be the due date for this? 7th of April. And then 2 months. तो इसका ड्यू डेट कितना होगा? I hope you all are getting why I am writing the due date. Because when this will be settled, it will be on the due date. So 2 months will be 10th of June. You can write in bracket. We can make one more column, date of the bill and due date. I didn't make it, so I'm writing. I hope you are getting. 7th of April we accepted. But when we are deciding to settle, we should check the due date of the bill, and that is 2 months. So 7th April, 7th May, 7th June, and 3 days of grace. Done. Chalo. 10th of April, bills receivable accepted by Y is honored on this due date. Y ने accept किया था, and that is honored on the due date. So ठीक है, if bills receivable is honored, it will not come in the party ledger, no. When bills receivable is honored, bank to bills receivable. When we pay bills payable to bank, it will not touch the party ledger. I want to repeat, bills receivable when it is drawn or bills payable when it is accepted, party account will be touched. So when it is settled, no entry will come for the third bit. We will write a note. Now 10th of April, we have, actually we should have made a column for due date. I missed it. Can we skip writing the date now? Due date ही बना देते हैं इसको. वैसे भी main date लिख के तो मतलब नहीं है ना, first date. Excess sold the goods on 10th April. So when we sell the goods, party to sale. How many goods we have sold? 15,000. What is the due date? 10th May. So take 10th May. 10th May as the due date. Next. X received check. पैसे आए. By bank. We have received check. 7,500. What date we have received check? Due date is 15th of May. थोड़ा आराम से लिखो, अच्छे हैं. Now Y has sold goods to X, means we have to purchase. So by purchase 6,000. Due date is 15th May 21. Now X returned goods sold by Y. Y, see the language is tricky. आप लोग पढ़ रहे हैं मेरे साथ. 15th में एंट्री हो गया, 20th में आया, 20th of April. X has returned the goods, BRX. X has returned the goods sold by Y. Y has sold means I purchase. Now I return means purchase return. It will come on this side. थोड़ा घुमा फिरा के दिया है. Purchase return is 1000. What is the due date? 15th of May. I want to repeat an exam, read the problem and make two columns. Date of the bill and due date. I missed, so I'm not writing now date of the bill. Now last. April 20 bill is accepted by Y. Is dishonored on the due date. Now when bill is dishonored, Y ने accept किया था तो हमने draw किया था. Y accepted the bill. Bill is accepted by Y, so we have drawn. Who are we? X. If we draw the bill, X, when we draw the bill, what did we do? Bills receivable to Y. So now what we should do? Reverse. Y account debit to bills receivable. Those who are not understanding, I'll explain again from the scratch with the journal entry. आप पहले लिख लो. This happened on 28th of April and it was the same date, 28th of April only, same date. Once first you finish the writing, put your pens down and I'll explain. I'm going very slow. Still, if you're not following anything, ask me. Okay, some explanation to recollect bills of exchange. You know, when Y accepted, that means we have drawn the bill. When I have drawn the bill, bills receivable account debit to Y. Then I have drawn the bill. When he makes the payment, bank to bills receivable. Bill drawn. Bill drawn. Bank to bills receivable. Bill paid. Matured, you can say. Bill dishonor. अगर bill dishonor हो गया तो why to bill receivable reverse entry pass करो. I'll give you time to write this. I have drawn the bill on you. Bills receivable to student. Now if this bill is cancelled, student, I'm again debiting you and cancelling my bills receivable. You have to pay me something. And suppose bills receivable is honored. Bank to bills receivable. When bills receivable is honored, no entry comes. Write down. When bills receivable is honored or matured, no entry will come. कुछ नहीं आएगा. No entry will come in party ledger. X और Y के अकाउंट में तो कुछ भी नहीं आएगा. Write down as an explanation. Write down all this. All right. This is a quick revision of bills of exchange. I'm going little slow if you're not able. When bill is drawn, bills receivable to Y. Y, you promise you will pay me the bill. So I said, okay, ma'am. Now bank to bills receivable. So when bill is matured, no entry will come. And they gave on 10th of April. Add to your note, 10th of April, bills receivable matured rupees 10,000. No entry will come in Y's ledger account. This as a note you should write in exam. No. Why didn't you record this entry? 10,000. This problem is very easy, but it has these googlies. That's why I'm taking it. Aaram se karo. Chale aage. Everyone finished writing or I should wait? Don't just look at the screen when as a teacher I am writing 20th time आप भी लिख लो. Will draw किया तो ये and then accept. So this is how we should do. Next now. Look at the screen. Bills payable, sales, bills receivable is there, and all this. Now, what is the date when we are settling it? What is the date when we are settling it? Third problem, this is settled on 30th of April 21. 30th of April 21, this is settled. So let us take now 7th of April. इसका ड्यू डेट क्या है? थोड़ा जगह छोड़ के रखना है. Really missed out. Almost everything is like on the opposite side. हाँ? तो ना इसको क्या करो आप? अगर ये opposite है तो you have to leave the space and then do the problem. I hope you all are getting. 10th June to what is the date of settlement? 30th of April. तो ये तो reverse हो गया ना. 7th April to 30th of April is fine. But 10th June. So shall we write it on the opposite side now? Yes? Right. Write down the number of days on the opposite side and write down red ink product. Because it's going to be settled on 10th of June. But of course, we are settling everything on 30th of April. So on 30th of April, buy red ink product. Red ink product. आज today columns छोटे बन रहे हैं ना. I hope दिख रहा है आपको red ink product. Calculate करो 10th June. Say 30th of April, right? If you want, I can do it here. I'm rubbing all this. अच्छा चलो नीचे लिख लेते हैं. 10th June to 30th of April, reverse. So 30th of April is day of settlement. So April तो लेंगे. Day of settlement is taken. And make it 31 days. और फिर जून के 10th June. Now 10th June is the due date, no? So take 9 days. Listen all of you. From the due date till the date of settlement, leave the due date. Take the date of settlement. So 30th of April we have taken. May full. 10th June की जगह 9 days ही लेंगे. So 31, 40 and 41 days. Write it, write it. This is your first problem, so write it. 41 days. और प्रोडक्ट भी साथ में ही लिख लो 5000 into 41 5000 into 41 2,05,000 on this side. Now same way next 10th of May settle हो रहा है but we are doing on 30th of April. Buy red ink product 15,000 into देखो कितने दिन हो रहे हैं 10th May. So 10th May से reverse 30th of April. April लेना है date of settlement. May के 10 days है तो take only 9 days. So total 10 days. 10 days. 10 days. 1,50,000. Write the red ink interest on opposite side or on the same side negative. Or I'll have to rub this because lot of calculations are there. If you are not having space, no problem. Make the same account after your working note. Working note के बाद वापस से कर लो आप लोग. चलो. I have to do it here so that you all can see the screen. Now third transaction. Go on doing every transaction. 15th May. Okay. 30th of April. Buy red ink product 1,000 rupees. How many days? 15th May and 30th of April. April का तो 1 day लेंगे 30th. 15th May तो 14 days. So total 15 days. 15 days. 1,50,000. Next. 20th of April. Okay. This the amount came on 20th of April. 5,000. So on the same day only we will write. Yeah, put a dash here. Nothing will come here. This will come on the same day, 20th of April to 30th of April, 10 days and 50,000. Today I am doing same account current very slowly. More than half an hour is over for this problem. Only googly is opposite interest. Now, opening balance, यहीं पे लेंगे. Opening balance, I want to show you how to calculate this. Opening balance, January to 30th of April. Opening balance is 1st April to 30th of April. So दोनों लेंगे, 30th भी लेंगे, 1st भी लेंगे. So how many days are there? 30 days. 30 days, पूरे 30 days. Not 29 days. 30 days. Product is the multiplication of amount and number of days. Is my speed and screen clear? Now this is 15th May. आ गया फिर से opposite. So write on this side 30th of April to 30th of April 7,500. To red ink product. If it is interest method, write down to red ink interest. 7,500. कब से कब तक? 30th of April to 15th of May. So 14 days of May and 1 day here, 15. 30th of April you will take and 15th May की जगह 14. 7,500 into 15. 1,12,500. ठीक है? Now 6,000. Again same 15th May. So we will write here 2 red ink product 6,000 into how many days? 15. 6,000 into 15. 90,000. All clear to all of you? Now do the totals of the product first. Jesse, last problem we have done the total of the interest. Now we will do the total of the product. Okay. Last class, simple problem we have done with both methods. Today we are learning the language like we speak Gujarati, Marathi, Telugu. There's the language of accounts. He owes you, he has drawn this receivable. Journal entry, if you do wrong, gone. This problem is gone. Now do the total credit side is more, so we will start with that. 3 lakh plus 2 lakh 5,000 plus 150 plus 150. सब आ गया कि कुछ मिस तो नहीं हो गया ना? 1 minute. Total, how much is it coming? Opening balance 3 lakh. Last one I have put 10 extra. 1,000 into 15 is 15,000. Do it again. 3 lakh plus 2 lakh 5,000 plus 150 and 15. Total of credit side is more. 6 lakh 70,000. 670 minus 50,000 minus 1,12,500 minus 90,000. 417,500. On 30th of April, to balance of product. Don't write anything in the amount column. Just write in the balance of product. Now, I told you what is balance of the product. All of you check here. Interest we calculate amount into number of days. Amount into the number of days. Amount into number of days into divide by 365 into the rate of interest by 100. So now amount of number of days, if you put together, it becomes your product. Interest and product method cut to cut same, only the root map is different. So now how much balance interest I have to pay interest? कैसे करेंगे अब interest? 4,17,500 into 10% into 1 by 365. करो. 417,500 into 10% divide by 365. Interest is coming to 114.38. Everyone should do this working note. Marks are there. Don't calculate and write this directly in exam. Balance of product. I have to pay interest because credit side it's more. So interest debit to party. Right or not? I have to pay the interest. 114.38. So though we balance the product on debit side, if I have to pay the interest to Y, then interest account debit to Y is the journal entry. Write down. पहले अपना entry लिखो. Interest to be paid to Y. Y account debit to interest. Journal entry. Y account debit to interest. Journal entry. ठीक है, क्लियर है आप सबको? चलो आगे करते हैं. आ जाओ. Where interest is my expense, so interest account debit, and why I have to pay you interest in the main amount column 114.38. In the main amount column 114.38 and now do the total. Now do the total. देख के करो किस साइड ज्यादा आ रहा है. Debit side is more now. 5,000 plus 15,000 plus 1,000 plus 5,000. 26,000 minus 10,000 minus 7,500 minus 6,000 minus 114.38. So 2385.62. 2385.62. Just write balance carried down. Only if they say that it is settled by payment, then you write by bank. Otherwise, write by balance carried down. 2385.68. Scroll the whole problem. Take 2 minutes break. You are also from 1 hour we are doing this. But I am saying spare the time. I'll come back and check the doubts first. Pura problem revise karo. When we are writing the interest on the opposite side, number of days and the product or interest, when the due date is beyond the date of the settlement. ठीक है? Okay. Are you all back? How was this problem? Do let me know in the chat box, all of you. Is it clear to you? Any doubts you have? Write the reading interest of product on the opposite side. Yes? And due date, छोड़ देना है, number of days के वक्त. Date of settlement you have to take. Correct? Chalo, let us do one more problem for this. and then we can go with another method also for the account current. Yes, we've completed the third problem. Product method I explained you. That's what they have given. Interest of product, you can write it on the both the sides. Right. Will you do this fourth sum as homework? It's easy, only fourth sum. Balance owing account current rendered by S. Mathur. Yes. To S. Darshan to A. Mathur. So in the books of S. Darshan, write down A. Mathur's account and make the ledgers, and if it is reading, take it on the exactly same like the third one. So you do it as homework. I'm doing this problem now, fifth one, as it is asked in exam. दो methods से पूछा हुआ है आपको, so let us do it by both the methods. And while doing this problem, I'll explain you what is the epoch method and what is the forward method. ठीक है? Right. Now I'm doing the problem with the same balance method, but the new part of it is that when you calculate the days, you are calculating the days from the due date to date of settlement, due date to date of settlement. Can we calculate all the due dates back to 1st April, all the due dates? That way also we can do. Okay. So for that, this problem is, let us take up this by both the methods. 1 second. All right, चलो शुरू करते हैं. Read the fifth problem. From the following particulars, prepare, make up the accounts to be rendered by Mr. Y to Mr. X, taking interest at the rate of 18%. Balance, goods sold, purchased, cash received, Y and all. You are required to prepare account current according to interest on individual transactions. So this time it is interest method. So you have to calculate interest. If it is product method, amount into number of days. Forward and backward method. Now what is forward? Under this forward method, the number of days are calculated from the due date till the date of the closing. Until now, all the problems we have done is forward method, from the due date till the date of the closing. But backward method is number of days are calculated from opening date to the due date. Are you getting or not? Excuse me. Forward method is due date, date of settlement, due date, date of settlement, due date, date of settlement. And some transactions go beyond, write it on the opposite side. And what is the epoch method? Epoch method is opening to due date, opening to due date, opening to due date. Like that you are doing. Clear? Sure. So let us do this by both the methods. First, let us do it by forward method because it will be again a good practice for all of you. I hope number of columns and all you are able to make it very neatly. और थोड़ा extra बड़ा बनाना है because when it is reading, you have to write it on the opposite side. Half a page is enough for this. Very quickly, we are beginning with problem number 5 now in class. Sure. Make maximum workings, please, as I am also writing here. In the books of X, account current to be rendered by X to Y. In the books of X, Mr. Y in account current with X. Mr. Y in account current with X. Divide करो. Date. Shall we write the due date only this time? इस बार दोनों date लिखते हैं. चलो confusion भी clear हो जाएगी. Date and due date. Then particulars. Columns थोड़े ध्यान से बनाओ. Amount, number of days, and interest. Date of the transaction, due date, particulars, amount, number of days, interest. Date, due date, particulars, amount, number of days. Date, due date, particulars, amount, number of days, and interest. चले आगे. Whose books you are making? In the books of X. Be careful while reading the transaction. Scaling is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 column on the debit side, 6 columns on the credit side. Balance owing to Y. We have to pay to Y. So, balance owing to nahi hai. Sorry, to and by makes such a huge difference. Balance owing by Y. Y should pay me 600 rupees on 1st July 2020 to opening balance. So opening balance due date will be same 600 rupees. Now 30th of July, goods are sold to Y. We have sold the goods to Y. So Y account debit to sale. Amount कितना है? 300. 30th of July 20. And goods are sold with 1 month credit period. Don't add grace of days. This is a sale bill, not a bills of exchange. So 30th of July. So 30th of August. 300. Now 1st August 2020. Goods are purchased from Y. Y say we have purchased the goods. So this side. By purchase. 200. Date is 1st August. Again 1 month time they have given. 1st August, they have purchased the goods and 1 month time. So 1st September 20. Now cash is received from Y. Same. Cash receipt date is same. By cash is received from Y. 100. Next. Miss, I hope yours also speed has gone now. Read karo. Journal entry mind mein frame karo or posting karo. Y accepted Mr. X draft. We have drawn the bill. So in my books, bills receivable debit to Y. So Y को credit करो, bills receivable को debit करो. On 1/9, and this time it is bills receivable. So 3 months, 110, 111, 112, and 112 and 3 days of grace. So 4/12/2020. 4/12/2020. I hope you are getting. 1st September से 3 months. 1st October. 1st November, 1st December, 3 months, and 3 days of grace, 400. Clear? चलो साथ में करते हैं now. This time they have asked you to do interest method. Ma'am, this is the same problem. Yes, I missed writing. Call it as forward method. Ma'am, how we should decide which method we should follow in exam? Forward method only. Epoch only if they say. Interest method only if they say. Otherwise, product method. Here they have asked you to calculate interest specifically. So we are doing interest on the individual transaction. You are required to prepare account current according to interest on individual transactions. So interest. Mostly they do product, but हम interest करेंगे, ठीक है? 600 क्या रेट से इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करना है? केयरफुली ऑन द टॉप 18%. 600. अरे पहले नंबर ऑफ डेज कैलकुलेट करते हैं. This all transactions are settled on which date? 31/12/20. करो. 1st July 21 to 31st 12. I want all of you to write the number of days, because when it is opening balance, you have to take the due date also, 1st July also. 31 days of July, वहां से कैलकुलेटर चलाओ. 31 August, 31 September, October, November, December. At least for one you write, dear, all of you. 31st July, August, September, October, November, December. July, August, September, October, November, December. 184. Now, yeah, let us calculate from 30th of July. 30th of July is due date, but 31st is there. So 1 day of July. Are you all doing with me in calculator? मेरे साथ करो, आ जाएगा. 30th July to 31/12. July का 1 day. August 31, September 30, October 31 plus November 30 plus December 31. 154 days.
Ma'am, July 30 days or 31 days?
July में 30th है ना, तो take 1 day. 1 second. 1 second. Yes. Is there some difference coming in the days? Pick up your calculator. 30th July से नहीं, sorry. We have to calculate the days from August. 30th August 21 to 31/12. Do the calculation from 30th of August. So 30th August में August का 1 day. September, October, November and December. 123 days. Now, this side 1/9 से कैलकुलेट करना है, not this date, due date 1/9, 1/9/20 to 31/12. So 1/9, तो 1/9 को छोड़ दो, due date leave, date of settlement take. So leave 1/9. So how many days in September? 29. October, November and December. 121 days. Anyone is having, ma'am, I'm not getting days, message me, unmute करके पूछो, कोई problem नहीं है. Next due date, yeah, where you are stuck up, ask, पूछो.
This 1/7/2021 July, we have to take 30 days only, no ma'am. First we have to deal the
Opening balance है तो you have to take opening date also. First July opening balance is there, no?
Yeah, ma'am.
It's not due date, it's opening balance. So whenever opening balance is there, you have to take opening also and date of settlement also.
Okay.
That's why I have taken 31 days in July. Okay, I'll give a booster note for this. What you have asked is a confusing point and it's already written in the notes also. ये problem करने के बाद I'll read. चलो, now do it. December to 31st of December. Simple. 27 days. 27. Now, either you can calculate the interest or you can calculate the product. We have done interest here at the rate of 18%. 600 into 18% into 184 divided by 365. 54.44. 300 into 18% into 123 divided by 365. 18.20. 200 into 18% into 121 divided by 365. 11.93. 100 into 18% into 121 divided by 365. 5.97. 400 into 18% into 27 divided by 360. ठीक है ना? Now let us balance the interest first. It's coming more on the debit side, so let us balance 54.44 plus 18.2. 72.64. Interest is coming 49.41. 49.41 by balance of interest. See, we balance the interest on the credit side. This is the third problem and absolutely same for today. We do it on the credit side, we balance. But then it's like in the amount column, it's written on the debit side. I hope you are getting. Interest we balance on this, but it's the debit interest. It's the interest. Why you have to pay me 72 rupees? Why? I'll pay you some 20 rupees. So you pay me 49, like that. Okay? So in the amount column, write it on the debit side, 49.41 to interest, and date is 31/12. Due date. Why? With other amount, you pay me interest also, and let us settle. Yes? Yeah, balance it now on this side. On 31/12/20. By balance carried down. 600 plus 300 plus 49.41 minus 200 minus 100 minus 400. 249.41. Generally, we calculate the interest in 2 decimals because it's in months. All right. You know why we are doing this? That reason should be clear. Why you have to pay me 600, 300, I have to pay you 200, 100. Let us settle on same day. So debit side I'll pay you interest, credit side you pay me the interest, net off करके settle कर लेंगे. This is the forward method. If this is clear, same thing we will copy and only number of days and product will differ, and we will do it by backward method. बैकवर्ड मेथड से करो, ऐसा एग्जाम में पूछते हैं, यही प्रॉब्लम आया था फ्रॉम स्टडी मटेरियल. Students, they do past exam papers and any institute where they take coaching that material, but institute's material is also very important. Each and every problem you should do. So this is an important one, and we are doing it now with method 2. Write down method 2. Backward method or epoch method. Days are calculated. कहां से कहां तक days calculate करते हैं? Days are calculated from due date reverse to opening date. I hope you all are getting. Every time due date to date of settlement, due date to date of settlement. Now due date to opening, due date to opening, reverse we are going to go. Chalo, same problem, take down quickly. 6 columns on each side. Date, due date. Due date is only important. Date of transaction की जगह. Particulars. Number of days. Amount and interest. Do try this same problem with product method also. एक बार तो करके देखो एक problem. So you'll do a good practice for the final exam. इतना स्पीड और इतना कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ता है रिटर्न प्रैक्टिस करने से. Number of days, amount and interest. चले साथ में आगे. Shall we take down the figures very quickly and with the due date only? 1st July, opening balance 600. You have the figures in your notebook. अब वापस transaction पढ़ो, interpretation की जरूरत नहीं है. And I'm just writing the due date. ये date भी लिखना होगा एग्जाम में, पर अभी तो due date लिख लो. 2 sales 300. बस this side 19 is there. By purchases. अमाउंट का कॉलम पहले रहेगा, नंबर ऑफ डेज बाद में, बिकॉज इट हैज अ डी विद इंटरेस्ट. नंबर ऑफ डेज अमाउंट. By purchases how much? 200. चलो next again 1st September cash is received 100. 1st of September bills receivable 400. Write the due date, sorry, 4th of December. ठीक है. 1 2 3 4 5 transactions are posted. Shall I wait or shall we start? Epoch method, reverse you have to calculate. Number of days, opening से लेना है, सबको opening तक लेके आना. This is 4/12 and we are going to settle on 31/12. All right, let us start now backward method. 1st July to 1st July. Shall I take this as nil and interest and product as nil? 1st July to 1st July nil. 1st July to 30th of August. 1st July to 30th of August. कितना लेंगे इसको? 30th of August is the due date. So 1st July. So July full month. Why? Because opening days so you have to take. Karo calculate. 1st July to 30th of August. July के 31 days, not 30 days, because if it's opening balance you have to take. Or August के 30 days. So it is coming to 61 days. This side. Purchases now. 192. Reverse लिखो ना. 1st July to 19. 19 वाले को भी रिवर्स करके जुलाई में लेके आओ. तो जुलाई 31, August 31, July 31, August 31, and 1st of September it is coming. One second. Due date of the transaction. Starting date is first 1725, 1st July ना. तो जुलाई के 31 डेज पूरे लेंगे. सितंबर के July, August and September. Correct. First also we will take. $63 days. 63 days. Some of you may be saying, ma'am, why did you take the due date here in the backward method? Opening भी लेना है, due date भी लेना है. 63 days. Same. This is also 63 days. Now, 1st July to 4th of December. July, August, September, October, November, December. 4th में ले लो. 31 July, August, September, October, November, December. 157 days. Take your time, dear students. Is anyone confused or not getting? Then I am writing the days. You all also write. 4/12 to 31 December. This to 31. No. This time take it to the opening. And take full days of opening also. And due date is 4th December. So take 4th also. Due date bhi lena. I'll give you booster note to remember all this. Pehle karo 157. Is it clear? 157. Right. Chalo. Now interest. Interest let us calculate at what rate? 18%. Amount. Acha, one more is left, no? Sale. Debit side. Or I didn't write it. Yeah, we've calculated. Now. 600 opening balance will come nil. Now 300. 300 into 18% into 61 divided by 365. 9.02. Everyone is clear? If it is product, multiply number of days and amount. 200 into 18% into 63 days divided by 365. 6.21. 100 into 18% into 63 divided by 365. 3.11. 400 into 18% into 157 divided by 365. 30.97. चलो करो साथ में 6.21 plus 3.11 plus 30.97. This side it is coming to 1 minute. Calculate again तो कहीं कुछ गड़बड़ है. 200 into 18% into 63 divided by 365. 6.21. 100 into 18% into 63 divided by 365. 3.11. Next, third one. 400 into 18% into 157 divided by 365. 30.97. Done. And this one is coming on debit side. 300 is the amount into 18% into 61 divided by 365. 9.0. Done. 6.21 plus 3. Is there any rating to me? Answer. इंटरेस्ट क्यों टैली नहीं हो रहा है? एक ही बार they have asked, but I thought I'll take this method, epoch method.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
your credit side 200 into number of days. I think we have to take 61. 19, no? 17 to 19.
200 is only the amount, no? Written correctly.
60.
Check. You also check. Okay. Yes. We are going reverse, no? So last also we have to take here. This they have done with balance of product and I am doing with the interest. Balancing figure is there, that also we have to take. By balance carried down कितना आ रहा है पहले आप लोग amount करो. All of you till here the sum is correct. Now calculate how much is the balance we have to receive. 600, 300, minus 200, minus 100, minus 400. 200. Okay. Write down a very important note. Closing balance 200 is to be received on 31/12. Right or not? Closing balance is to be received on 31/12/2020. To be settled on 1st of July. So on closing balance also you will take. That's what I was missing. I hope you all are getting. Everything is settled on 1st July. Even closing balance is settled on 1st July. So you'll have to take that also till 1st July. So 1st July to 31/12, all the number of days we should take. Pick it up in your calculator. How many days are there? 31 days of July plus August plus September plus October plus November plus December, 184 days. 184 days. Write down this as a note. If you want, I will explain. When every transaction we are bringing to 1st July, 1st July, due date to 1st July, due date to jao, reverse jao. So even the closing balance is going reverse, no? So that also interest we will add it here. That interest also we will add it here. Kitna aa raha hai? I want all of you to calculate it here. 200 into 18% into 184 divided by 365. Interest on closing balance. You will take it. 200 into 18% into 184 divided by 365. And that's coming to 18.15. 18.15. वो भी ले लो. अब टोटल करो. 6.25 plus 3.11 plus 30.97 plus 18.15, 58.48 minus 9.02, 49.46. How much it was coming here? अच्छा 49.41. ठीक है. 49.46 is the balance of interest. To balance of interest. और इसको टैली करो. Anyone in the class wants to repeat? Rahul, Arshini, Archana, सब लोग reply करो. सब, all of you. See, epoch method means opening to due date, opening to due date, opening. And in opening, take full number of days और due date भी लेना है आपको. So what happened? In the last one, balance carried down 31st December. So July to December, that also you have to take. Once you tally the interest. Now, can I say I have to pay 49 rupees interest? Yes. So in the amount column, it will come on which side? But this is opening balance, no? So we will balance it also on this side and we will write the interest also on this side. Likho. Which date you are settling? 31/12. 2. Interest in the main column. 2 interest on the main column. 49.46. अब balance करो, I'll re-explain. Obviously 200 balance आ रहा था तो अब 249 ही आएगा. 949.46. 949.46. Oh, sorry. I wrote in number of days. 949.46. 949.46. 249.46. 249.46 is the answer. Epoch method के बिना भी the portion is over. You ask your friends, have they done all by forward method or this level of problem with the backward level? करना है ये लेकिन compulsory. And please cooperate for the homework so that you all can complete the portion on time and get that confidence. Yes, Dipti ma'am, we did yesterday one problem of account current with 2 methods. और आज के 5 problem करने के बाद one exactly similar problem if you are able to do or not at home. The speed, the time, the clarity, the mindset. Ma'am नहीं है, मेरा pen flow होगा. Homework is to be done and share the answers in group. ठीक है? Okay. I'll re-explain this. Opening balance to due date, number of days were very clear. But what I missed out was on closing balance also we have to take because we are bringing everything to 1st July, and because we are going reverse, we will write interest on the same side where you are getting the balance. Because we are settling on 31/12, but we are taking it reverse. So we will write it on the same side only. Is this clear to all of you? Write some good booster notes. Homework is clear, I hope. Homework is problem number 4. And problem number 5, वापस देखना है आपको. And some points also I am reading out. All of you come here and look at the screen. Account current is a statement of debit credit where it is used between two parties, consignor, consignee, between banker and customer. This I will take tomorrow. 2-3 times they have asked this. It is prepared when 2 and more persons are doing joint venture, And there are 3 methods. Interest method, clear. Product method, clear. Product of balance method, banks use it. Every day they balance and every day they calculate. None, but मैं तो पासबुक फिल करता हूँ तो 6 महीने में एक ही बार आता है. That entry they do 6 monthly once, but interest is calculated on every month balance, every day balance. While calculating, okay, for everyone, those who had doubts, check this. While calculating number of days, the due date is ignored and date of settlement is taken. While counting number of days of opening balance, opening date as well as the date up to which it is prepared is taken. इसको 2-3 5 स्टार खिलाओ आपके मटेरियल में. ओपनिंग डेट है तो ओपनिंग भी लेना है and the date of the settlement also. And if nothing is given, date of transaction is only the due date. कुछ अगर नहीं दिया है तो same ले लो, date of the transaction. So these, why we are making memorandum columns. Red ink interest पढ़ो. You want some booster notes to remember this, or shall we write it tomorrow? कल लिख लेंगे. It's already late. And log in on time, please. Right? चलो. Anyone is having any doubt and still not clear? I'm waiting. Ask me. Because now we are moving towards all jumbo topics. तो ये करना पड़ेगा calculation में, number of days में. Right. Thank you so much. Bye bye.